Hello everyone, so I'm Archer Fangs and welcome back to Aven Colony. Unfortunately, this is like a voiceover that I'm doing right now, so please bear with me. It's my first time doing it, so apparently when I record this along with part 4 and part 5, for some reason my mic, um, my voice wasn't recorded for some reason, so So right now, basically what we're doing is trying to get the chemical plant and also export broccoli and win the referendum. So yeah, honestly, I do not know what's going on with what was wrong with my mic at that time. So like right now, I'm looking at the population. I'm trying to see. I'm pretty sure if there's any unemployment. I'm pretty sure. Winter is here, so okay, so let me see now. So I'm pretty sure what I'm doing right there is I'm probably showing you if I were to go back to the video, which I'm not gonna do that. This is a voiceover. I was seeing that if you look at the population tab that I just saw earlier, you'll be able to see that you can see everything that is giving you a good morale boost. So let's see. So what I'm trying to do right here, I'm just making circles, going in circles, I assume. So right here, this is the point where in the video, when I was recording it, if I recall correctly, I was showing you that I lowered the sound effects, the voice volume, and the UI volume. Cause for part 1 and part 2, the audio for the both videos were a bit louder than my voice, so I kind of lowered that down so you could hear my voice more clearly. So right now we're gonna build, assuming, let's see. The chemical plant that we're building, because I believe that's what we need. Let's see, so we're building the chemical plant. That was part of the objectives, so we're doing that.
We have a new trade mission available. Maybe it could
Now they want us to export barley, so we're gonna do that. In exchange, we're gonna get candy. And while also building the chemical plant, since I mentioned in the past video that certain buildings will lower the air quality around the tunnels and structures, the chemical plant is one of those buildings that lowers the air quality, so I decided to build an air filter. I think that's what I'm doing right there. Telling you that the geothermal plant also reduces the air quality. So now we need to manufacture 200 cerulean glow. That requires me to grow Antari and Xenos Edge, which I have none at the moment. Let's see, so we have Antari, so the good spot will be anywhere that's like super dark green. So we're gonna get 9.1 there per hour. So that's our best spot to grow Antari. And then the next greenhouse we're gonna build is for the Xenos Edge, which if you look at the squares, they're not that great. They're not looking that great, so we're gonna find one that will give us at least a lot. So 6.3. And I believe we saw 7.3 right there. Unfortunately, one of my notifications is telling me that I don't have no power. See, no power. I actually went over the limit. I'm 299 out of 289, which means I'm using 299 electricity, whereas my colony only supports 289 points. So I went up by 10 points. Now I went up by another, was it 8 points? So it's 307. So I decided to build this construction drone hub and try to go for the other geothermal hub that's up in the top of the screen, top left. Let's see. Yep, insufficient power. So one of our immigration centers does not have any power. So actually, both our immigration centers are down. If you see that they're blinking red, both of them, that means there's no power. So right here, I want to talk about powers and policies. So, well, actually, I didn't talk about it. I thought it was. I can't remember. I activated the battery, so I'm going to be using some of the battery to actually activate the 2 immigration centers. As you see right now, it went up all the way to 318. So right there, I built the geothermal plant. I built some tunnels towards the plant, and so I waited out until it's done so I could get the extra power. The good thing about the energy battery that I'm noticing right now is that it doesn't really matter how much you use. Like the number was going up and up and up. So yeah, now it's 333, 306. There you go. The geothermal was done, so the power went up by a lot. So now we have up to 568 points of electricity that we can use on our colony. So there we're going to go for a couple of more souls or slash ears. Alright, so at this point I decided to upgrade the nanite processors because the fact that if you look at our nanites, we're only getting plus 1.2 per hour. So upgrading that will give us a 50% more boost. I believe that's what it does. Alright, let's see. Alright, so I think at this point I realized I need to make the Cerulean glow, and I decided to start manufacturing that now. And right now I'm explaining that to make that you need to get the actual resources. Like if you see even a corn syrup, you need corn and water, and soda you need corn syrup to manufacture it. That's why I decided to build the 2 greenhouses, one for Antari and one for Xenosage, because I needed those resources to craft or manufacture the Cerulean glow. Let's see. So right now we're getting plus 2 nanites per hour. So we're done with the objective of make 200 Cerulean glow. We need like 20 more. There, we're done. What else? The research. So basically what I did here, I decided to activate all those um, research projects, and I enable them, so all those employees in the research center are going
I
to be
need your
researching
help to balance our
those.
supplies on the colony
So
ship.
now they wanted to export that 200 cerulean glow that we just manufactured for 300 pieces of bread.
I think you're on track to win this
Now we
referendum.
won the
But here's
referendum,
the feedback I've compiled from your
but
citizens.
it came with some negative sentiments from our colonists. So we have three. I have to walk too far to get my job. I miss the shopping centers, and it's too crowded here. So honestly, you don't need to like work on that much. But we do want to like make sure you keep it down. Like if you get complaints about crime or they have to walk too far, or try to put more tunnels. If it's crime, build more police drones and stuff like that. They try to use the overlays. So yeah, right here I'm about to build a retail center because were complaining about it that they miss the shopping centers back at the colony ship. Let's see. Honestly, I do not know what I'm doing right there. I totally forgot. I think I'm checking how many residential buildings I have at the moment, I'm pretty sure, I guess. Yeah, I think that's what I was doing. So yeah, I'm gonna build like another outpost over here so people don't complain that it's too far. Yeah, I think that's what I was doing. I was checking out some of the structures and see like how far are they from a habitat or residential building. So I decided to build some close to like the zone plan so people don't have to walk that far and complain about it. Now right here I'm using the commute overlay. So people are complaining that that it's crowded. So as you can see, some of these buildings have like penalties 0.4. This one has 1.2, which is a construction zone. I don't know why people need to go there. Honestly, the only people that need to go there are the employees. And what else? Yeah, to disable the overlay, you need to like go back to the overlays and click no overlay. So I decided to build more tunnels to reduce the penalty that we're suffering. Right here, I'm looking at like don't remember where exactly was all the penalty. Like probably the L filter or the energy battery, and to realize that it was actual the habitat over here near the retail center. So now we're getting complained about air quality, which I'm probably gonna check probably in a bit. So right here I'm basically recycling all those buildings that we had to start. You don't really need them that much. Like they're just holding some room for you to build some structures. Honestly, you don't really need them. And you cannot destroy them right off the bat though. You have to first, for the solar modules, you need to actually have 200 energy before you could destroy them. And then for the storage, same. I think you need to have like 1,000 storage units or something before you could destroy the storage module. So right here, I got a complaint that our storage system is full, so I built another storage depot. So I'm upgrading it too. And I believe I'm gonna upgrade it again after. So people are still complaining about air quality. So I decided to build more tunnels here from the air filter all the way towards the habitat. So building more tunnels. Unfortunately, I cannot redo these episodes. If I had ability to do so, I could have done so, but I can't. Because every time I'm done with the video, I would always save and overwrite the previous save file. So I always have like one save file. So I cannot do it. I also thinking about like maybe doing the mission again and go back where I left off, which was reach the population 100 and also building the, I think it was a research center and researching the Cerulean glow. I do remember that.
Good news. Your citizens seem happy.
Alright, so now we're looking at the referendum update. We can barely breathe here. There's too much crime. And there aren't enough medical facilities. So the first thing that came to mind was to build a hospital. That's the structure that we have here in the game. I decided to remove those two tunnels because the hospital is a 2x2. Winter has arrived, so I decided to, I'm assuming I'm probably going to deactivate this farm. Yep, I deactivated it, which is something I'm not going to do in the future because I keep forgetting to reactivate them when winter is over. You want to start seeing those in the next videos that I forget to do so.
Your progress is satisfactory. I've been authorized to provide.
So I completed one of the objectives and now I have the options of 3 rewards. It was nanites, immigrants, or potash. I went for nanites. I didn't went for the colonists because of the fact that I already have 2 immigration centers, so I don't need that many. So I saw that the trade hub is idle, so I want to export the barley for the candy.
We have some thoughts on how to best expand your colony.
Next story mission is to construct 4 structures, so we already have 1, which was the habitat. So I believe at this point I decided to build a couple of servers buildings. So I decided to build I can't remember which one exactly. I went actually with another water pump. Another water pump. I think that's what I did. Yep, another water pump. So I'm looking through some of the tiles, looking for which ones are dark bluish. 14.4, 16.2, but that's gonna be behind the trade hub. 12.6, 14.4. So we're getting like the same numbers. Eventually I decided to build it next to the other one where I have my other water pump. As you can see right now, I was showing you that the 6 blue tiles up in the north, I couldn't build it because there was no power construction drones in range, so that's why I decided to build it there where it's 18.0 an hour. So I decided to build some tunnels around the habitat all the way around to the water pump. And I could have avoided that and build a tunnel from the water pump to the next water pump. But I don't like doing that because one thing is they're going to complain about being crowded and I want to avoid that. So now our storage unit is full again, so I decided to build some more storage depot over here down in the south. And then I realized I cannot build tunnels right there, so this is blocked for some reason. I also realized I don't have no more nanites, so I decided to cancel the other storage depot. Let's see. So I'm looking at the nanite processor, and you can see this process iron, process copper, process calco sludge. So I'm noticing that our copper is getting full. Not full, but it's like accumulating a lot of amount. Actually, this is the end of the video, in fact. So if you guys enjoyed the video, hit the like button, and YouTube channel subscribe, and hit the bell so you can be notified about when I upload a video. And if you have a question or suggestion, leave in the comments below. I am Archer Fangs, and I'll see you next time. Thank you for watching. Bye.